This is update the view method in the home view. Home view is a subclass of abstract view. What abstract view does is when it's a rendering, it receives an element from update the view, and that element is appended as a child of a parent element. Here parent element is the single page application root one. So the purpose of update the view is construct whatever is needed for the current view, which is a home view. So let's first read into the template we have defined there. So to do so, here we create a div element. Within the div element, we are going to read everything from home.html, and then we are going to return that so that it will be added to the single page application root. For this one, let's give as a view wrapper as a name of the object so that this can be added onto single page view. Then what we need to do is, let me update the view wrapper here. What we need to do is we need to read into the HTML part. So the command for that is fetch function is available. The fetch function will specify which HTML fragment you want to read. And then that is under a view menu. So fetch slash view slash templates and then slash home.html. So that is the location of the file you are going to read. The fetch function works from the root folder. So in this application, root folder is a public folder. So from the public folder, slash means from the public folder, we have a view folder, and then template folder, and then the name of the file is there. So that's how to read, and then you can retrieve or receive a return value. So let's call it as a response from the fetch, and that fetch function is asynchronous operation. So we need to await until it finishes. For a function to use await to call, the function should be async. So that is why from the very beginning we have defined update view as async from the abstract view parent class. And another thing we need to care about is the fetch function try to use the cache copy in the web browser as much as possible. So if you have read this one already, that is stored in the web browser, but we are going to use read this file by the time the program is executed, since we may update this file or we may edit this file. So to keep the web browser utilizing the cached copy, what we need to do is we need to give a second parameter of the fetch function, and then cache, the value of the cache is no store, is the value of the cache property. Then the web browser will never store these contents at the cache copy. So when fetch function is executed, it will always read from the file again. So always the up-to-date contents are returned here. Once a response object is received, we can add it to view wrapper and inner HTML, and then await response.text means from the return object we convert into text, and that becomes HTML. And then under the view wrapper div, the inner HTML, which is a div start tag, div end tag. In between, we just attach whatever we read from this file. Then the effect is now the div element is wrapping up. All of these are wrapped up by a div element. So that's what you got here. And then if I return that one as a from the update the view function, that will be attached to the single page application root. So let's see how this shows up. So this is the one we are currently working on. Shift reload. Then currently profile. If I switch to home, then we have a button, and then we have three columns of a table shows up. But at this moment, three columns are not properly taking its width, so we are going to fix that. On the Bootstrap document page, you can find some classes for table element. On left hand side, under content category, there is a tables. Bootstrap defines a basic table as a class name of a table, and then you can give some variants. You can give colors and the like. The one I'm going to use is a table striped class, which provides alternating colors across the rows. So every other column, there's some effect is there. So the class name for that is a table dash striped. Those ones should be used, the basic table definition of the class, CSS class, and then table striped together. So let me copy class, those two attributes, and then let me use that in my home.html. So this table, I'm going to use a Bootstrap class as such. Then let's see how this shows up. Shift reload. Now table is using the uses the CSS Bootstrap, and then three columns are spread apart. There is some dim line shows up as we add data. The table look a lot better than just a plain table.